Good evening, America. Good evening. This is me again, your friend, King David D. America, take a moment. Ask yourself, why? Why is it that us believers that do in fact know that our Father God do in fact and indeed do have his place in this world, and that in fact since the beginning of time the adversary has been influencing man way of thinking, and all this time that we will go to church, we will have conversations about the adversary. We'll have conversations about how strong the adversary is in influencing our Father God's people with the gift that our Father God gave us. That gift in which that our Father God gave each and every one of us human beings is the choice of yay or nay, to believe or not to believe, to be or not to be. That is the question. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. To be or not to be. Okay, now, people, listen here. If you say you believe that there is such a thing as a adversary, and that that our Father God did in fact give us a gift, that he gave us the freedom of choice, and it's up to us, each and every one of us, to ask our Father for the assistance in which that we seek. Now, is that not true for you as it is for me? We, as our Father God's children, need to literally understand that this demonic demon that is in this world today, can't you see him working each and every day? Think about Puerto Rico. Okay? Those people over there are still suffering, waiting. The news I watch the news channel all the time, and thank you, sweetheart, I love you. Every day when we look and see all this craziness that's going on in this world, we choose not to think about it as something that is actually real. And now, I had to apply it to myself, okay? In order for me to fully understand the mechanics of the adversary. See, I had to look at my own life to understand exactly how powerful the adversary is in this world today, in this secular, in this carnal, in this physical and material world. We only think in those terms. We only think of in the area of material, in the area of physical. You know, far as us trying to direct our focus and having a clear understanding of the spiritual, too much energy. It's a headache. I have no comprehension. Yes, you do. You got to seek it and you will find the truth. Yes, the adversary can influence us by having us to think in ways in which that is not going to benefit no one at all but him. Now, why am I on here speaking about the adversary and God? Because we have been talking around it since the beginning of time. We have been talking at it since the beginning of time. Think about it. Now, the angels told Abraham's nephew Lot to leave the city of Sodom and Gomorrah right away. And on your way out, made it clear, do not look back. And so what Lot's daughter do? What Lot's wife do? She turned around and she looked back. Now, let's talk about Adam and Eve, okay? We know that our Father told them, do not go against this commandment in which that I have given you, or you will surely die. So, but at the same time, we still, human nature, in fact, from then until now, we are still taking heed to the adversary. Then what we know what's right. We know what's right and we know what's wrong. But we indeed still lean in the direction of the adversary. And we will continue if we don't wise up and start literally acting against the adversary. See, because now the adversary, his followers, they listening to him and they doing exactly as what he chooses for them to do. To work against me and to work against you. Now, unless we literally start thinking in the direction of defeating the adversary, nothing's going to be done in this physical world. Do you honestly take the seriousness of what's taking place in this world today? Do you not understand that, yes, in fact, this, what we see that's taking place right now is in fact the apocalypse. And it's not because of like the apocalypse that you see in the movies where, we see these zombies walking around and people, with no mind of their own. They're just walking dead. And truly they are. They're doing it right now. They're walking dead. Why are they walking dead? because they have none faith in our Father God. They are not looking to our Father God as what they should be. They are not taking it literally that our Father God do exist. They are not thinking about exactly what's going on in this world. Look at the president that we have today and the neglect in which that he has been taking on the American citizens each and every day. The people over in Puerto Rico has been waiting far too long for the government to step in and start to help. Yes, indeed. Now, why is this? Because the adversary has control. The people that can do something is not doing anything because their minds is in other directions. On the news, if you watch CNN or MSNBC, those news channels, you will hear how they are still talking about why is the president talking about the NFL and not what's taking place over in Puerto Rico. And now, if we have the people, the news people, having questions about our president, knowing in fact that Puerto Rico is a part of America, that it is America, hey, why? Why would they question that? Are these numbskulls that's talking? Are these people not intelligent? And the only intelligent human being on earth is Donald Trump? I don't think so. It has been proven that this individual does not have a full deck. We need for all of our Father God's children to start working on our Father God's behalf and not the adversary. How you do that is to stop agreeing with wrong when you know what's right. Thinking that wrong is going to change its color and be exactly that. So, we all know wrong from right. And why should we play with it? Why should we question rather if it's right or wrong when we already know? Why do we need somebody to convince us? You don't need nobody to convince you rather what is right and what is wrong because you know. You just ask yourself, is there something wrong with this picture? It's what you do. Our Father God is definitely true. And again, the adversary's tricking you. So, if you don't believe that the adversary is not tricking you, if you don't believe that the adversary is deep in the midst of everything that's taking place, well, I feel sorry for you because the adversary is definitely leading in this race. So, are we going home, or are you going to stay back alone? Are you headed towards our Father God's kingdom? Or will the adversary be the one who redeems us? Now, yes, look in the Bible and see how the adversary has been influencing man since the beginning of time. Why do you think that Jonah, the book of Jonah, now, why would you think that Jonah believed that he could run from God when God told him to go and warn the people that if they did not straighten up, they would see the wrath of our Father God? But see, Jonah didn't want to do that because Jonah did not like them. Now, see, why would he and Jonah believed in our Father God? Yes, yes. And but still, he believed that he could run. Where would he get an ideal like that? Where would Eve get an ideal like that? Why would Delilah want to do what she did? Why did Moses strike the stone in anger when he did? And I can go on and I can go on and I can go on about the resistance of man to God leaning in the direction of the adversary. And yes, you can too. Speak to our Father and ask Him to guide you, to help you, to watch over you each and every day, to help you to do, to think, and to say the things in which that only He will have you to display. Fight against the adversary in every way. But this is this secular world. This is this material world. This is this carnal, physical world. We choose not to think in a spiritual manner. We choose not to believe that we cannot be subjected by the adversary. Oh, no. Who, me? I, tempted by the devil? No, no, not me. Yes, that is the attitude. That is the attitude that our people in this existence today try to say. That the adversary has no influence on them in any kind of way. And you know what? The very ones that do believe that are the ones that are subjected to the adversary. They are the ones that is being influenced by the adversary. You think you tougher than the devil? You can go toe to toe with him? Not if you ain't prepared for it. Not if you don't believe that he don't exist. See, think of it like this. You're being placed inside of a boxing ring, okay? And you got a blindfold on. And you're getting hit in every direction. And you're being swung around every which way but loose. And you don't know why all of this torment and pain is nothing but your reign. The thing in which that you are trying to break free of is what you love. You love the adversary, and that is why everything is going the way it is. You are being told to support Satan, and so you do. Think about what's right and what's true. Don't try to disguise it, people. Don't try to say, give it a chance, and it'll change in the near future on a better day. If we are witnessing what's taking place that's wrong right now, then you know how to change it. Is to work in that direction in every way that you possibly can. Because I love my Father God, and I love my Father God's people. Do you? Do you really? Now, I'm going to turn the page and I'm going to direct my attention towards my African American brothers and sisters, okay? Let's start seeing some change. We need to be attracted in the things that we feel that will benefit us. We need to draw more of our people in that direction. Because I will let you know, just the words Black Lives Matter is not saying a whole lot. First thing anyone thinks of is when we say Black Lives Matter is the worry and the fear of the police whooping our behinds and nothing that we can do, my dear. There's got to be more than just that to be attracting others to come in on the friendship train for Black Lives Matter. Because if we just continue to focus on, something that's not only happening to blacks, getting our heads busted by the police, because police brutality been going on for quite a while, and it's going to continue to be. Okay? Now, what else matters for Black lives? Do Black lives matter to blacks? Huh? Do it? And I'm not talking about you numbskulls that think that just simply because old Fred over there drives a Continental and Jack over there drives a Lincoln, a Mercedes, he is who we need. No, we need each other. We need to help the ones that cannot help themselves. We need to start from the bottom and work our way up. Because the bottom is our foundation. And if we are on shaky grounds, nothing's going to stand. We need to build a stronger foundation in order to find a stronger relation between us and our Father God. Stop ignoring. Stop half-stepping. People, be for real. People, understand that words is only words. It's action that needs to take place among all of our race. That means you, Oriental, white, black, Spanish, all of us. All of us need to work together. So, yes, this is the apocalypse. Rather if you want to own up to it or not. And rather if you really don't want to look at life closer and understand why this chaos is out of hand. Why is it that America is not defending our democracy? Why is it that we choose not to believe that our democracy has been tampered with? Why is it that we believe that who we accuse of betraying the country just simply because he's in the White House, that he is not guilty of anything? Why? Why, America? Why is it taking so long for the things that we need to correct to be corrected? And if you look in the adversary's direction, well, you're looking in the right direction, because it is the adversary that is challenging each and every one of us today. So ask ourselves, is this true? Or is this just play? No, it's not. God speaks to us on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? He speaks to each and every one of us. But you see, it's all about, are we listening? Do we know right from wrong? Are we following right, or are we following wrong? Are we agreeing with right, or are we still in the darkness, running into the walls all alone? You know, I come here to share what my Father God helps me to see. This is why I'm here. So where you may see some light in the direction in which where you need to be. So let's pull together, America. Let's battle this wrong in which that we see each and every day. We can correct it. Yes, we can. If we choose to walk in the light and get out of the dirt and brush ourselves off and do what we know we need to do so that you can help me and I can help you. It's what we need to do. I am my Father God's son. I am my Father God's child. I'm going back home. Are you coming with me? Well, you have to learn how to live in this world first. Yes, yes, yes. This is why you're here, my dear, to show that you really care. Because when we get into the kingdom, God's not having that mess. Why do you think the adversary is crawling on his chest? So, my brothers and sisters, let's do this together. Let's do what's right. Let's get into the sun and stay out of the darkness of the night. And you will see me again, my friend. This is King David D. Just thought I'd get on here and share a part of myself to you from me. And as always, I love you. Do you love me?